Melanie, we just processed some of our chickens, and that is part of our chickens. And nothing goes to waste here in the homestead. It's all either food or a resource, some more than others. We did 5 birds, and that's all I'm going to show you of the birds for now, because we probably won't pass algorithms if otherwise. But she's grilling up some food. Not for me. And there's a whole chicken, beautifully packaged and ready for a meal. Doesn't look any different than from a store, but it sure is a lot healthier because it was semi-free range. Enjoying every minute of it. Fresh as can be. So Melanie is processing our chickens and packing it beautiful and neat here. That is, how many birds is that right there?
4.
That's 4 birds?
Yeah, I think this one's
All right.
5.
Hey guys, got some packages in the mail. Now, this is something really cool. I hope everything arrived. I've got plans for a really cool video, which I think most of you are going to really love. So, all of this just arrived together, and I'm hoping, really hope, that the main part of the package is here. But I want to share this with you now, because I just think it's exciting. Oh, I hope it's all here. Oh wow, it's so little. Look at that, it's so little. Okay, what I have here is a mess of things. I have a solar-powered fountain pump, and I have sourced all of these things online so that you can get them as well. Oh, it's so little. Boy, it looked bigger online. Isn't that funny? The solar panel's decent, though. Look at that. Nice size solar panel. Alright. And a tiny little water pump, which is sufficient for my needs. Now, what I'm going to do, this comes with different attachments, but what I want is to attach a standard hose. Okay, good. It comes with 4 feet of tubing, which is great. Now what I'm going to do is make a solar powered automatic watering system for a greenhouse. And what we got here is going to be a mess of adapters, a whole mess, a lot of valves, aquarium airway valves, so I can control the flow of water through my automated drip irrigation system. Here is a mess of silicone tubing, and here is hopefully a mess of adapters. Now, I'm going to keep these separate. These are going to be T-adapters. All of this, everything you see here, was I think around $40 total, and there's enough fittings here for multiple irrigation systems, I would think, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the solar powered water fountain to pump water through its 4 feet of tube that was provided, which is, by the way, a thicker tube, very good, into a series of pipes that come out. So I'm going to want to tee off probably with a bigger line, and I'm going to come into a series of tubes. I'm going to tie them in like this. So I'm going to get a splitter for this probably. I'll figure it out. But basically, I'm going to spread out into a mess of lines which then run over to various plants and pots in the greenhouse, and I can adjust the flow of water so that when the pump is running all day, when the sun is hot and shining and the plants need it the most, this will be pumping water throughout and drip feeding all of your plants in your greenhouse. So you can go away on vacation for days at a time. The only limitation in the whole system will be the amount of water and the size of the water container that you put the pump in. So that's exciting. I wanted to share that with you. Now here's something that barely fits my table. At first I couldn't figure out what it was, but then I remembered it's an awkward feel and weight to it. I remembered what it was. This is incredibly important for the next project out here on the homestead. A lot of you are going to notice what that is and recognize it right away. These are J-bolts for our gates. So basically, these things are going to bolt on. I hope they got the screws included. That sure would be convenient. These are going to bolt on to our gates on the bottom, and then we're going to drop them into a hole in the ground, and that's going to prevent the gates from ripping open or inwards. And there's a locking hole somewhere on these things to lock them, so nobody's coming in or out. Plus, if the wind ever whips through the property, whether we're opening or closing the gates, we can have these dragging in the ground, providing resistance to prevent them from flipping on us and getting out of our hands. So that is exciting. A lot going on today. I have a larger pump, actually from the Blue Bowl that I got, with a much better flow rate on here on my sluice box, and although there's a sand hill there, it does clear it all out. I was feeding it heavy and fast. Now I might have it over powered with water, but it is catching the black sands, and here there's a lot of heavy stuff slowing down, and that rock is holding that mat in, so that actually creates a place to stop anything else, any heavy stuff that might flow down. Anyway, that's running, and I just took a break. I'm taking a break from that to process some mining rake frames. I have to shave the edges off these. This is the large frames. These I do by hand. So I got to shave them off and prepare them for shipping. A lot of various things going on around here. Once these come off the laser, I just have to trim off the edges. Oops, hit my whole finger. It's a really simple job to make sure that there's no sharp edge on the metal. Of course, now I'm on camera, I'm confused what I'm doing. Just got to make sure there's no sharp edges. There's certain edges on here that are always going to give me trouble. So I know I have a routine now for straightening these out. By the way, this is a deburring tool. I really love it. It literally shaves aluminum. And that way, see, these are the holes for the cables. They absolutely cannot be any burrs on them. You can't have any sharp edges. So I know this isn't part of my homesteading, but I show what I'm doing each day, and this is what I'm doing right now. I've got to process these. So all the edges that are bad, like I said, it's all the same ones on each piece. That one's done. Anyway, I'm gonna get this done and get them packaged up. Just wanted to show you part of what I'm doing today. Well guys, they're not pretty, but they're organic. That's from our own garden. Right, Melanie? These are ours, right?
Yes.
Yeah. We've had some of these before. How many have we had so far?
We have 3.
We've eaten 3 already?
Oh no, we only.
We had one more before.
Yeah.
And there's more. There's purple cabbage out there. I don't know if it's going to grow in time, but we have... this is the first time I've ever been able to grow cabbage of my own of a normal size. Very amazing. And then Melanie has been processing and dehydrating squash and zucchini for months. We have so much of this. I mean, just a lot of it put away. It's really amazing. The summer squash that we've had this year is just unbelievable quantity. Isn't that pretty, guys? I hope that shows up beautiful on camera. We've got a little bit of color. Actually, it faded from the time I went to grab the camera. The color is fading fast. Look at that one star. If I back up, I can get it lined up with the moon. Just beautiful. Isn't that a way to end a day? Isn't that beautiful? Almost looks like a Halloween scene, doesn't it? If this turns out, I might take a screen print of that and keep it. That's just pretty. Well, it's a good way to end the night, guys. Give me a thumbs up, leave a comment below, and hit that bell icon to get notifications. This is Troy from the Do-It-Yourself World and the Off Grid Project. Good night.